say that it was an honor today to be the hands and feet of Christ, to go out into the mission field, as he would have us to do, and put a face on what the mission is. The house that we went to today needed a lot of stuff done. It didn't really work out like we had hoped it would at first, but we were able to do a lot of things really, really flexible. And we mowed some grass. We got a deck started for the front porch was falling, and we started on that today. And I am sure that now we have the materials that tomorrow we will really get some stuff done. We accomplished more in the last 45 minutes than we did in the first 2 hours today. So even though it didn't work out like we planned, I think God worked through us today and allowed us to witness to that family in ways that maybe they've never seen before. So I was really honored to be with the group in the two churches that I was with.
Thank you. And we do have quite a few people up here, so I'm going to cut it off with the last people in line. We'll have a time every night to share. So I want to remind you guys to be brief so that we can hear about as many different projects and sites as possible.
All right. Okay. So we had a VBS, but it didn't go like it was supposed to. Because I thought we were supposed to come at like 8 in the morning. That wasn't happening. So, anyways, well, we really didn't get to do anything, but we at least got to hang out with the kids for a little bit, so that was pretty cool. And because it's always good to get to know kids, you know. So we played basketball, did a couple of cheerleading with the girls and stuff. So I mean, just being with them and hanging out with them was pretty cool. I mean, that's about it.
Thank you. Thank you guys for your flexibility today.
I was able to work with Tim and his church. What was amazing to me, how two different churches just come together and was able to work well together. And even though we had a little bit of downtime is what we thought, but the kids, they just found things to do. Like I said, cut the grass and tore apart the deck and was able to repair what we could in the time we was allowed.
Thank you.
Okay, so we went to this lady's house named Miss Roberta, and we were supposed to paint, but our paint didn't come till later on, so we stood around and played a couple of games, and we called you quite often. I'm sure you went, oh God, it's Jared. But we stood around and played a couple of games. Some kids from the neighborhood came. We played bubbles and water gun with them. But we got to paint the whole front of the house within like 45 minutes. So
We'll finish tomorrow or the next day. Thank you.
We went to a lady's house and we painted, the outside of her house. And we got all we could, but what you can't get with the ladder. So we should be able to finish that tomorrow. But her little girl just kept on peeking through the window and smiling and waving at us and stuff, and she was so cute. And she, we just knew that we were doing it for the Lord and not for ourselves and not for any glory for ourselves or anybody like that, just for Him.
Thank you.
We went to Annie's house and we did get our floor in the bedroom done today, so tomorrow we look like we'll be finished up. But one of the little boys from across the street come over, and his name was Trey. And he was like, what are y'all doing over here? And I said, well, we're putting her floor in, it's falling in. He said, well, can you come to my house and do that? He said, my ceiling's coming down too, it's hanging down low. I said, I don't know. I said, we'll have to see what we get done here before we can get back over there. But I mean, he wasn't but like maybe 5 or 6 years old. And he is concerned about his house too. So, I mean, it's pitiful, but I mean, we got a blessing out of what we got to do today, and it was fun. So.
We went to the nursing home. It was a blessing being with those other people because elderly, they give you wisdom and strength so that you can go in. It was a blessing to me because I got strength that I needed. So hopefully if y'all get to go, when y'all come back, go and listen because it's very fun. It's all there. So yeah.
Thank you.
Today we went and we repainted a house for our family, and it was, I think, 7 people living in this one house. So it was, I mean, I think it was 3 boys and 1 girl. No, excuse me. Yeah.
3 girls and a mom, and there was like a son, and then a couple other people living in the house with them too.
But, I mean, yeah, it was like a lot of people, and it was kind of a small house. But and we actually got to start off to a late start because our paint and stuff didn't arrive. I think we had.
Our paint was there, but we didn't have brushes or the pan or anything like that.
So we ended up, and we actually got the entire front of the house done, and part of, like, we were able to roll this one of the sides, and all we had was an hour. And then we also got to play with the kids over there, and they were just, I mean, so much fun to play with.
At first they were really shy, and then we kept like playing with them. After a while they warmed up to us. We taught one little girl our little robot moves, and she just, we were about to leave, and she's like, "Can I go with y'all?" And we were like, "Oh, back to tomorrow."
Thank you, guys.
Our group today went to the Red Bluff community, which is about 15 minutes, I believe, southwest of here. Going through this community, a lot of our individuals noticed that the homes did not have air conditioning. Some of them didn't even have electricity. The church in this community, every day at lunch for this week, provides lunch to the kids that want to come. Today we had 23 that we set up in the backyard of 2 mobile homes, and we played various activities in sports, you name it, we did it. One part in particular that really touched my heart, and I think it affected a lot of my young ladies here, that one of our girls in particular and one of the 2-year-old children took a real liking to each other. And they spent a lot of time together today, and whenever we got ready to leave, the child was calling her, Mama. And just broke down. Tears were just pouring out of this child because the relationship that they had developed within a matter of 2.5 hours was very touching. So it's not about what we're doing for people, it's about what we're doing for ourselves and also through them through Christ.
Thank you.
We went to the one where we were supposed to be there at 8 o'clock in the morning to help with the kids, and we didn't go there at 8 o'clock in the morning. So we got tired of sitting on the bus, and we got off and we got the privilege to meet this little beautiful girl that was 7 years old named Aisha, and she wouldn't let us call her Aisha. We had to call her Isha. And we played with her and stuff, and then it got to time to go, and she didn't want us to go, and she wouldn't let us go, so we gave her our number so that she could call us, because she said she had a phone, so we gave her our number so she could call us, and it was really cute, because the first thing she came to me and said was, "I like your hair," and she thought she colored hers with a highlighter. So,
Thank you guys so much for sharing.